Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to Snap Take. This is Glazer of the Snap Judgments Podcast, the official podcast of Marvel Snap Zone. And today we get Toxic. I've got three hazmat decks for you because Absorbing Man broke the crap out of Toxic decks. Get your Luke Cages ready, get your Cosmos ready because it is time to get Toxic in this meta. Get yourselves ready. Before we go further, I need you to like and sub. What we do here on this channel is we give you 2 decks every single weekday, usually more than that if we're being totally honest. We've got 3 today. We did like 15 yesterday. Make sure you check those out. We find you the best decks in Marvel Snap to get you to Infinite before anyone else knows what these decks even do. They get you to Infinite, they get you Infinity Borders, they help you reach all your goals in Marvel Snap. Like and sub. Also, as you can see on the screen, we have the biggest giveaway in all of Marvel Snap going. For that giveaway, what you get is one of 7. We're up to 7. And if we get 200 more subs, it'll be 8 season passes for the deck in season. If you prefer a Phoenix Force season pass, you can let us know. It has to be quickly. We'll send you that. We are also giving away 3 Marvel Snap Zone premiums, which include coaching from the legendary Den of Marvel Snap Zone. He is a phenomenal coach, a phenomenal player, and he will give you group coaching once a week. $50 to $100 value. 1 grand prize winner also gets the Death Becomes Her bundle, $75 bundle, that comes with a bunch of great cosmetics and enough progression value to get a Series 5 card. That is the biggest giveaway anyone's done a Marvel Snap. Like, sub, don't miss out. To enter, subscribe here, and check the tweet at the top of the description, or just go to our Twitter at SnapJudgeCast and hit the pin tweet. Giveaway is only another couple days. If you're going to join, now's the time. Our first deck is from a Twitter follower named Andrew Duel. Hey, Andrew. This I want to say is Resonance. This deck is sick. I won 2 Infinity Conquest games with it. I've been rolling gold with it. I didn't lose the 3rd Infinity Conquest game. I just played a different deck because I was playing with a friend who wanted to play something else. Hi, Fazer. The deck is amazing. I know that I called this a toxic deck, but it's not specifically a toxic deck. It is a toxic or spectrum deck, and I know Absorb Man's not here. Chill. We're gonna get there. So what this deck basically does is it uses either Invisible Woman with Ebony Maw as a way to hide what amounts to be 10 power, or it plays in one lane Howard the Duck, then Maw and Adam Warlock. That'll get you all the draw you need. It'll basically fill your hand. People are also playing Magic, so you're seeing most of your cards anyway, but like you can add Magic to the deck if you really want to in that Warlock spot, at which point you're cutting them off for something like Ghost. If you don't have Howard, Ghost is fine. You really, really, really want an ongoing there. Your basic goal is to get Wong into play, and then play Mystique on Wong, and then drop Spectrum. If you can manage this, and I've managed to Wong and Howard the Duck in one lane. Wong and thanks to Howard the Duck play Iron Lad in one lane and get Mystique. I've also, if I thought a Cosmo was in the opposing deck, done that to get them in different lanes. Cosmo stops the ongoing from the on reveals from happening, but you can still copy the ongoing to another lane. And then you add Spectrum. And when you add Spectrum, you're adding like 16, you're adding 12 power to each card there, and all of your ongoings just get huge. It's absolutely sick how much power these simple cards get and how easy it is to steal cubes this way because your opponent doesn't expect it. You have the draw package, and everything else works in setting up that Wong Spectrum package. Now, the other play is sometimes you don't see that in time, or sometimes you just play Hazmat early and drop a Wong on a Hazmat. At that point, you can spend turn 5 going Mystique onto that Wong, and then Luke Cage in a different location, and then drop your Odin. Watch the numbers go down. You can take 20 power down to 5 in the blink of an eye this way, while your cards remain the same, and you're going to win a lot of those lanes. It is absolutely sick. This deck is sweet. Thank you so much to Andrew for sending me this list and for telling me how to play it. We've also got a Safety Blade list. This is the one that's using Absorb Man. I know Absorb Man is showing the wrong strength. He's a 5 now. This is another toxic list. This is similar to the Toxic Sarah list, but it goes more over the top. It's using Kitty Pryde and Angela as a way to develop power on the board early. This way, you don't have to overstress that you're going to get too small. It's also got magic to see the majority of your cards every game, and Typhoid Mary as another way, along with Kitty and Angela, to win a lane. You basically, again, want to go Wong, ideally on turn 3, into Luke in one spot, Hazmat has to be second onto the Wong, into Absorbing Man on 4, and then you can do whatever on 5. I suggest Typhoid Mary or Shang-Chi as the case may be, and then you can Odin on turn 6 or Ironheart on turn 6 and put a bunch of power all over the place. Safety Blade is a genius. This deck was very close before. If your opponent isn't running Luke Cage, you have a really, really great chance of winning. You still have a solid chance of winning. Even if you're just going Wong into Hazmat into Absorbing Man, if you've got Zabu out, your last turn of like a Shang-Chi and a Typhoid Mary is going to win a lot of games of Marvel Snap. Now, what I'm really proud of is I made this new thing that I want you to try out. I want you to try this deck out. This deck basically takes the ideas from both of the last 2 decks we looked at and smashes them together. Howard the Duck can again be replaced. You are going to need Zabu. I don't know if you need Iron Lad. Iron Lad should be able to be a cheap ongoing card like Armor without too much trouble. I could also see running Echo in this. This deck combines the 2 ideas. It says, what happens if we have that magic package and that Typhoid Mary, but we're also doing the Spectrum? So Howard the Duck is actually important if you play this exact version of the deck, because you need to know what way you're going with these cards. Mystique is back in the deck, not necessarily to copy Wong, but because if they're running something like Enchantress, a second Luke Cage does a great job of protecting you. There's no real downside to copying almost any card in the deck, because everything outside of the 6 drops, which you're not going to be able to copy, right, because you're playing them at the end of the game, and Lad is extraordinarily likely to hit an ongoing card. So, like, you're very likely to have a massive amount, and Hazmat, you can't copy Hazmat. You're massively likely to have an ongoing card to hit. Ideally, that card is Wong. If that card is not, hitting Zabu isn't the worst thing you could do. A last turn that includes Typhoid Mary, Iron Lad, and Absorb Man, or Wong. You could even, if you manage to Mystique Zabu, do a last turn that has that has Wong into Hazmat into Absorbing Man. They would all cost 2 at that point. That's sick. That would be turn 6, and you still have turn 7. Magic is still a card. You could do that, let everything be a million negative, and then still drop Luke Cage on turn 7, or still drop Spectrum on top of that on turn 7. This deck is obviously disruptible by specifically Wong's annoying, but like not the Enchantress is annoying, but not at all the end of the world on Wong. You just really, really, really would like to protect your Luke Cage, but it's disruptible by blowing up Limbo. So try and make sure you have a power play on turn 6. If you manage to go you go Howard into Luke Cage into, I don't care, Zabu into Wong into Typhoid, into Magic and somewhere in there, and then you go Typhoid, and then you go Spectrum and Odin on Wong, or like you get Wong and Mystique, and then you go Spectrum and Odin, you win the game. You're going to have like a bajillion stats. Your opponent's not going to be able to do anything. This deck does nothing but like put crazy numbers on the board in either direction. Either Spectrum builds you up so high, it actually ends up with more power than Surfer in this type of list, or you have Hazmat, which is going to bring their numbers down so low while not affecting you at all. This deck is sick. This is one of my favorite things to do. I was messing with it yesterday after OTA happened. You need to play this deck. You will not be sorry. All right, that's it for today. Am I going to be back with a second video today? I'm honestly not sure. Let's see how I feel. I am going on Tucker's stream, TUCCRR, on Twitch. He's going to interview me. It's going to become a YouTube video. We're going to play some games of Snap. Please make sure you check that out later on today. I believe it's about 12:30 Eastern, so about 4 hours from when this video goes live. So please, please, please check that out. Greatly appreciate all of y'all. See you later today, in one way or the other, and then back Monday with 2 brand new decks for Marvel Snap. Peace.